How are we doing, everybody? Let's see if you're ready. Oh, welcome to another episode of Getting You Like It. I know, I made fun of you, then I tongue-tied. Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly With It. I'm Will.
Andy.
And today we're struggling over words. No, actually we're playing Flee the Dungeon, a new Kickstarter game, which is currently on Kickstarter. We were approached and asked, would you like to play the game? And we said, sure. What drew us into the game, of course, is a quick, light dungeon crawl. The one versus mini, we're usually not that big of a fan because it's just two-player, but this is a one versus mini that says it plays at 2 players. We said we will give it a shot. We will play this live for you guys. Now, what this game is, if you haven't seen, is a one versus many game, which we mentioned. It is a tile placement game. Now, we are not going to do a how-to. We don't do how-to videos, and I'm guaranteed we're going to make some rules mistakes. One, this is a prototype, and the rules are, of course, a work in development, so there may be some things that aren't outlined that we may mess up on. And as well, if you want a how-to-play video, usually there's better YouTube channels than us, right? But if you want to see how to play a game, that's what we're going to do. So in Flee the Dungeon, up to 3 heroes. Now we're only playing 2. We did ask the designer whether we should play all 3 1-on-1 or 2. They recommended 2 right now. He is going to work on the actual rules to be a little bit different for a 2-player game. But right now we're going to play a 2-handed 2-player game. So basically like a 3-player game. And the heroes have been captured by me, the evil sorcerer. They're in the dungeon. They're going to need to be able to escape the dungeon, rolling movement die, pulling dungeon tiles, laying out the pattern of the dungeon until they find the key and the exit. Along their way, they're going to run into some monsters. So we have like vampires, we have werewolves, we have mummies, we have a cool looking dragon. We have a dragon. Now these meeples are a stretch goal, so these are an upgrade. The default is going to come with little tokens like this, so we want to make sure that we get the game funded so we can get those cool looking meeples. Make sure that you pledge for that. As you go along, the sorcerer can then attack by sending out the monsters that have been revealed, by playing sorcerer spell cards, or by messing up the dungeon and the path and playing the sorcerer's tiles. Each player has a certain amount of health. So the barbarian has 5 health, the rogue has 4 health, the wizard, which we're not playing, has 3 health. My minions that I have different amounts of health as well. If I kill both of the heroes, I win. If Oddity finds the key and escapes the dungeon, she wins. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. During my unboxing, I mentioned Minions and Minions of Mordok. Very similar, except for I feel like this is more of a lighter weight version of that. More accessible. Maybe you can take it along with you. It's in a smaller box, right? So a lot easier to, like, for us when we have to go to Colombia, we need to take a game. Hey, this is a nice, light, portable game. And there's not much writing either. So not to say it's language independent, but there's not a lot of writing. There is some, just enough to where you would have to explain what that is. With that said, I guess we will start. So the heroes have to start first. So oddly, you need to choose 2 of your light sources there and place your heroes.
There.
All right. And the barbarian's going first. Oh, you forgot your rations. Somehow you guys...
start with apple?
Yeah, you start with the
healing?
Healing, yeah, the apple. So you get 1 apple. That must have been your ration for the day. So I'm at least feeding you in the dungeon. I'm giving you food. So you got some food in the dungeon. All right, and then we are here. We have no clue how big this is gonna get. So we may be moving things off the screen as we go. But all right, so roll your die and let's see how far you move.
Oh,
you got a 1. So which way? Well, no. Well, you can place a tile. You can move 1 onto that tile. All right, so you got on 1. All right, well, I guess that's the end of the barbarian's turn. That is all he was able to do. All right, so roll for the rogue. Ooh, 6. That's better. All right. So each movement is 1 of the lights. So basically, the heroes have to stay in the light. So that's 1.
2.
Yep. Oh, you blocked off your. You blocked off. You sure you want to?
Yeah, no. I didn't shouldn't put it there.
Well, no, you have to. That's the. Well, when you reveal the tile, you can put it anywhere you want. So yeah, you can put it back here if you want.
So only one.
But you have to go into it. So that was what?
So
1, 2,
then we
3,
have to use this
4.
5.
And you got another apple because you went through there. Are you going to pick up this apple or are you going to leave that for your barbarian?
Leave it for the barbarian.
Leave it for the barbarian. All right. So Oddity went twice. Because she did that, I don't have any minions that I get to control. So because I don't have any minions to control, I can either cast a spell or I can lay a tile. I think I want to, well, I know she's, I don't know if she wants to come back this way to get that apple, or whether I want to try to, if I mess with her here a little bit. I think I'm going to lay a tile over here. So if the barbarian wants to go to that tile, he's going to have to flip that over. All right, so back to you. It's quick.
But I could also go back. I could also go back and take this way.
Yeah, you can
I
go.
don't have to.
You don't have to do that. No. So sorcerer
But
tiles. Sorcerer tiles are normally bad.
Normally bad.
Yeah, let me give you some examples of badness that can occur on those tiles. That might not have been the best thing. I might have wanted to actually play a magic card. I think the sorcerer one's more if you're like trapped, like it's the only direction you can go. So you have a mimic tile. Heroes that enter this tile must immediately roll for combat. If the hero is successful, the mimic is defeated and the hero receives 1 coin. If the hero loses, however, they suffer 1 wound. After resolving, this tile is considered inert for the remainder of the game. So the tile could have a treasure chest in there. In like Dungeons and Dragons and games like that, there's always these little treasures that are actually fake treasures. They actually are monsters. So they're called a mimic. So it's a fake treasure, but if you beat it, you get 1 gold. There is a tile that magic trap tile. Hero enters this tile must immediately roll for combat. Combat is successful, the magic is dispelled, and you are unaffected. If you lose, however, you must surrender 1 ration token or 1 coin. If the hero possesses neither, they lose a turn. After reserving, it is inert. So it's only 1 time. It's a 1-time tile whenever they happen. Portal. Tile is identical to the standard tile, except the only monsters may use it. The monster may teleport from this tile to any other portal tile in the play area. Monster portal tile is considered inert for heroes, so that doesn't even hurt you. And dead end tile. Dead end tile contains only the skeleton of a long vanquished hero who failed to escape the dungeon. So it could be a dead end as well. You don't know. You don't know what that is.
So I have to. This one's for him.
Well, he's done. He went to 6, so now it's the barbarian's turn.
Right.
Mm-hmm. 1.
So this one.
That barbarian is slow, man. He just doesn't.
And is there any difference if maybe 1 is here and I have to stay here?
You have to go to that tile. With 1, you have to go into that tile if you want to do it. Or
Let's see what happens.
You want to see what happens? All right. It's a dead end. So it's just a dead end. So you have to go into the tile, but it's just a dead end.
But then I can go.
Yeah, then you just go back. You just found a dead end. So it's like I said, I can block your path. Is really all I did there was block your path. Right? So it is the rogue's turn.
5. He gets the goals.
Well, she's a cute little mouse. She's quick. So 1.
2, 3. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Well, yeah, you kind of want to go up.
4, 5.
All right. Well, do you want the coin or do you want to draw 2 treasure cards? So the coins allow you to do multiple things. One is like re-roll a dice during combat. Another allows you to make the dragon. So the dragon has a treasure hoard. Makes him re-roll a dice because he gets to roll 2 dice and choose the greater.
And if I get this.
Well, no, that's the shopkeeper. So you draw 2 from your draw card. We haven't found the shopkeeper yet. There you go.
What can I say?
Yeah, they're yours. So you can only have 1 equipment card, but then you also have whatever your potion, so you can show the camera. All right.
So one says, after combat, force an enemy back to torchlight space.
Okay, so that just makes him go to another room.
Draw 3 tiles from the dungeon tile deck, then place them back on top of it.
Yeah, so you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose which tile you want to be next. So you can choose at any time. So if you possess an item card, they can be used in or before combat. That player must announce they are spending the item before rolling the combat die. The item's effect. So the map is an item card too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I don't think you would play that before combat. I think you would just play it when you want to play it.
Yeah, because it's just look at them.
Yeah. Because she's got one more movement space, right?
No.
That was 6?
5.
Oh, you had 5. I thought you had 6. Okay. It's nice to call them torchlight spaces rather than trying to figure out if the cards mean spaces or tiles. Yeah, so it's nice that they call them torchlight spaces. That way you know that this is 1 space, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space. All right, so you're just going to hang on to them. All right, so it is the sorcerer's turn. I still do not have anything. You're only going one direction. I'm definitely laying a tile. I know that's mean, but there's a tile for you. Enjoy.
Barbarian.
Barbarian's finally getting off his lazy butt. Oh, I don't know why we had him laying down. Do they look good standing up? Oh, no, they don't look very good standing up. Okay, we'll have them laying down. We'll have them laying down.
So, 1, right?
1. Yep.
2.
Okay. 2. Yep. 3.
3.
You gonna do treasure or do treasures? Yep. Make sure you keep your treasures with the right character.
Oh.
While you're doing that, I'll show them the treasures that you got.
3.
So she got Draught of Rage. She gets +2 to her combat roll, and Acid Bomb -2 to the enemy's roll.
Look what I got.
You found the exit. Well, don't want to go. Well, you have to go into the tile. You have to spend a movement and go into the tile.
That's right. 4.
4. So you have to go into the tile. You can't. So now you found the exit, so you're good there. Now you guys just got to find the key. All right. So it is the rogue's turn. You haven't found any bad guys. None. 0.
So I have to or have to?
Well, you can backtrack. You can backtrack. I don't know why I thought that we could leave all the components. Although we know this is the end, so we can kind of put stuff there now. We'll move all your goodies over here, and you can control your own goodies. There you go. I'll control the damage, though. I'll control the wounds.
The blood.
The blood. All right. So you only got 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. I still don't have any. All right. Let's see what a spell does. Because I really can't have anywhere to block you right now. So I'm going to cast this spell. Reverse time. Choose one hero. That hero immediately returns to the start tile. That would help him. So I'm going to put him all the way down.
What?
I cast the spell. I cast a spell on you.
Yeah.
That's from a Disney movie, and I'm not sure which Disney movie.
Barbarian.
Barbarian?
No, yes.
No, yes, maybe.
No, yes, no.
Yes, Barbarian goes first.
So, 1 regular monster? Or no?
No, it's once.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
All right, rogue's turn. 6. Jeez, that rogue is quick. What was the prep like for the tile deck? Did it say place the end tile after the 9th tile, or was it random? It's random. It just says shuffle the tiles, right? You shuffled the tiles?
I did.
Shuffle all remaining dungeon tiles and stack them face down in the player area. This is the draw pile. So they are slick tiles. That's one thing I'm not sure if one of the stretch goals is going to be to have like the vinyl texture, or whether to be sleeves. We opened another game called Zoo Tiles. Is it Zoo Tiles? Zen Tiles? It's a tile game, combat game, and it actually has square sleeves. So I'm not sure whether or not square sleeves would be a nice feature for this as well as an add-on.
Okay, I am done.
You're done?
But here, this apple means what?
That apple's nothing because you already collected that one.
Oh.
So both these treasures have been collected too. I think when these open, you're supposed to put the coin there.
Oh yeah.
So you know whether so that way you know.
And same with this or the opposite with this.
No.
Like,
yeah, this one has not been collected yet. It's still there for the barbarian if you want to collect it. I need some bad guys. All right, I'm gonna block you over. I'm gonna block you down here because, yeah, I don't know. That's the way I'm gonna block you. All right.
4.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can't get the apple.
I'm sorry. Can you not count?
1,
2,
3.
3 is where the rogue is, and then 4. Let your manzana. Tu manzana.
Y uno.
1, 2. Not much better.
But I can't.
Yeah, I don't. Why is that tile face up? Why is that tile face up?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe you were looking at it.
No, it wasn't.
You have. Oh, you got sun face up saying. Oh, shuffled them. All right, I'll fix them so you don't. I'll fix them so you don't cheat.
This one?
Yes, that's the one you're using. It was the one on top. Nice. What did you do? Did you do a riffle shuffle?
I did like groups, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I think like. But why did I say that?
I don't know. Like 3 of them. Like every third one is face up.
1, 2. What does this really thing mean?
That is a portal, so you can teleport from one purple thing to another purple thing. All right, that was your road. My turn. Guess what? Oh, I'm almost out of tiles. Oh,
you saw that.
You saw that. So you know it's not dangerous to go into. That was stupid.
4.
Where are you at? Oh, for the barbarian.
1, 2,
2, 3,
4.
4.
But what is that?
That's the green portal is the bad guy portal. You've not found a single bad guy for me yet.
No.
Can you please find me a bad guy?
Okay. And the chains?
Just cosmetic. They look pretty.
They do.
Don't you like chains in your dungeons? I like chains in my dungeons. The sorcerer, it's my dungeon. I'm a sorcerer. I want chains in my dungeon. They have a good thing. Sometimes the sorcerers talk too much and give away their plans. It happens.
1.
Wait, wasn't that the one that moved in there? Where was the barbarian? That was his 4. 4.
So what am I?
You're rolling for the rogue, which is fine. 1, 2, 3. Where you want
it? The T for us.
Like a regular T. 4. And are you going to take the coin or are you going to take the treasure this time?
I'm going to take.
Okay, so draw 2 treasure cards. Now you can only have 1 equipment card. So if you end up getting 2 equipment, you can only keep 1.
1.
All right. So you got to show the camera. Got to show them what you got.
Blood vial.
Blood vial.
Vial. Prevent combat with a vampire or vampire.
Well, that's not nice.
Boots of Carmen.
Scurry.
Move an additional torchlight space each turn.
Ooh, so you can move 1 additional, and that takes effect immediately. As soon as you get the equipment, that immediately takes place, so you can actually move 1 more time.
But that was his.
Yep, that was the rogue's. So you can move 1 more time. I don't know which way you think you're going to go, left or right.
But these were
in theory, she could make it to the key without bringing up a monster. What could the sorcerer do to make it less one-sided? I have no idea. That is a good question. And the developer's not here to answer it.
So can I use this one every turn?
It's constant. You always get 1 extra turn.
Okay. But there is
I think, I mean, the reason you make it, I guess, less one-sided is, I mean, I've got a lot of spell cards, right? And then I've got 1 more tile, dungeon tile. So technically, I guess that's what I can do to make it less one-sided.
Okay, that's true.
Now, once all the monsters are out, I get to move every single one of my monsters, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. All right, so I guess I'm going to cast a spell. Yeah. I'm going to cast a spell. Distort reality. Ooh. Choose any 2 dead-end tiles, exit key, dragon, etc. Those tiles immediately swap spaces. There are only 2 of them. And that really didn't impact anything. That wasn't as big of an impact as I would like it to be. Yeah, that was it. That would have been better if it was like, you know, one was here and one was clear over here, and you weren't on the same side. 3. Well, you have wherever you put it, you have to go.
I know, why again?
Well, do you want the coin or do you want to draw treasure?
What is what the
It allows you to re-roll dice, allows you to re-roll against the dragon, and allows you to buy things at the shopkeeper.
I'm going to get the coin.
Alright, coin.
And now the 6 would be here.
Yep, and you have to go into that tile. And it is a dead end with Mahika. Mahika. So once you go in there, you have to roll or we both roll. And if it is damage, any hero immediately roll for combat. Combat successful, the damage is dispelled. Hero remains unaffected. Alright, so you roll for damage, I roll for damage. I have a 3, you have a 6, so you win. You are unaffected. Wow! The fun twist to that card, the Sorcerer can take 2 dead ends, flip them, place the tiles face down. Oh, you mean like a variation of the rule, where like I can take both of them, kind of shuffle them, and then put them face down so they don't know which one's which, so they would have to go to both. That would actually be kind of cool. Okay. So that was the Barbarian. Now that doesn't, it's no magic there anymore. It's an 8. So once you trip the spell, it was kind of like a booby trap. You went in there, tripped the spell, that was it. So 2 for your rogue. So you're here. So 1. Unfortunately, we're not playing the wizard.
Oh, that's for the wizard.
So that is for the wizard. So there's the wizard's book. Doesn't do you any good because you're not playing the wizard. But that would basically unlock, when you get your item, that allows you to re-roll. You get to roll 2. I'm sorry, you get to roll 2 die instead of just the 1, and you get to choose the higher of the 2 for your combat die. It also unlocks your ability, which cost an apple to perform. Variation. Yeah, like different variations. Yeah, the 2 variations they already have in the game. One is a winner takes all, so they all have to escape. And then there's another one where it is a treasure hunt, where you're basically just going around. Everybody's got a key. You're going around. It's kind of like a press your luck. You're going around as much as you can to collect as much gold as you can, and then try to escape. All right, so you went both of yours. So I'm going to put that there.
Oh, I forgot this.
Oh yeah, you get 1 more movement. Boop. I think you're still in that same one. It didn't do anything. Yes, you get 1 more movement. All right, so Barbarian's turn. What if you can actually block this off to where you just end up with dead ends, and then that would end the game? It's like if you can't go anywhere, the game would end, right? Technically. I mean, technically, I guess. All right, it's the rogue's turn. You either go through this one or this one.
Find that one.
Well, you have to come all the way back down, but those all the other paths are blocked. Those are the only 2 blocked. All right, so this one here. So you found the mimic. So you have to battle the mimic.
What?
Because he's got teeth.
Oh.
See, he's a monster. So it's a monster inside of there. But he's pretending to be a treasure chest. And now you do have... Oh, well, this doesn't work because he's not an enemy. Okay. None of those work. Yep, alright.
It just prevents a combat with a vampire. Is it a
That's not a vampire. This is a vampire.
Oh.
This is a vampire lord. That is a mimic. Oh. Dos. So you get 1 coin. You get 1 coin. Alright. So that was your second move, right? Yeah, so that was... Oh, no, she has to move. 1, 2, right? You forgot to move into the room. Yeah. The rogue was 2. Oh, you get plus you get one more because your boots. You get 3, so you get to reveal.
No, I think it was over.
You were here.
There, sure.
You were here, and then you forgot your boots, so that puts you there. So then that was your roll. So 1, 2. Okay, so now you get to reveal the tile because you got your boots, so you get to go 1 more. I would like some blood drops on you.
Confused. I thought that's
what. No, ignore all that. You get to do a tile. Oh, you found your bow and arrow. This way, I'm guessing. So that's what you can do. So, and then there's your 1. So you get to pick up your bow and arrow. You have unlocked your bow and arrow, or you have found your bow and arrow. So now you get to roll 2 combat dice and choose the higher die. And then you also make this special ability. So you can do ranged attacks now. So if you reveal a tile, you can shoot them. Or if I get some bad guys eventually, I think you shuffled that and you put all the bad guys at the bottom. I see what you...
No, I did not. You used shuffle.
No, I just I flipped. Yeah. I didn't shuffle again. All right, so that was... All I've got is spells. Holy cow. All right. Telekinesis. The key... Well, that doesn't help me. Okay, back to you. We have not located the key. Basically, when it says you located the key, I put it back at the start. So you can either come down here or come down this way. Okay. Well, it's the only thing left of the things that I mentioned. What is the... what would happen if the barbarian found that? It would just stay there. It only goes to the player that can use it. So what is the tile that's left? I can tell you what that is. There we go. Dead end. Oh no, I can't tell you what it is. Huh, they only list 4 tiles here, and it's a 5th tile. So it's
one is repeated.
One of them's repeated. Yeah. Oh, it's the mimic tile. It's another mimic tile.
Okay.
Yeah, times 2.
It is a...
You got 4.
1, 2, 4.
All right. Quattro. So which one? 1?
1.
So you actually have 5. Well, that means you can. That means you don't have to go all the way up and around. You can actually, when you're trying to get back to the end, you can do doop, doop. So 1, 2, 3.
Then I'm going to go to this way.
The shopkeeper, and it's a dead end, but it is the shopkeeper. So you can go in there and spend, I think it's 2 coins. You don't have 2 coins. I think it's 2. File and exchange, no, 8 coins. So 1 coin, so you can exchange 1 coin for one of those cards at random if you want to. And I'm guessing you want to because you're spending the coin. Is this your notes in the startup guide? Yeah, those are my notes in the startup guide, in the guide.
Oh, I got this. After combat, move to torchlight places.
Okay, so basically you get to hit and run. So you basically get to whack the monsters that don't exist, and then move. All right. Yeah, there was a couple things that we weren't sure about, so we're playing it how we think. One is like, once you go into combat, it doesn't mention that the heroes have to stop, but it does say that the bad guys have to stop. So we're playing it that the heroes don't have to stop. If they go 5 and hit a bad guy, hit one of the monsters, they can attack the monster, and even if they lose, they can keep going. Whereas the monster, it specifically says if they lose, they don't get to keep moving. So it was like that, and then there was like one other thing. The shopkeeper stuff is mentioned in the back of the book instead of up with the rest of the tiles, so it was just confusing to me. I had to go realize it was in the back of the book. So nothing major, nothing that's hard to figure out. It is my turn. I can do one thing. Guess what that is? Spell! So this is Revivify. Choose 1 defeated monster. It doesn't help me either. Oh, you have a 5th movement on a rogue, so you get to leave the room. Good eyes, Cruiser. He's probably hashtag Team Audrey. 1. That's a crooked 1, but I'm going with that being a 1 for the barbarian. I think you were heading towards the sorcerer's thing. 6. What is that rogue in the rolls?
So, 1, 2.
You taking the manzana, or are you gonna leave it? Neither one of you taking any damage.
Yes,
you're not gonna send him back this way, so I don't think you want to leave it there.
That's 2.
Yep, 2. Well, I guess you do that, unless you want to do this so you can go back. Well,
but
you want to be able to go to the right too?
Yeah.
3. What did you roll? 4.
6.
You gotta move all the monsters out of the way. Yay, a monster! We got a monster. We got the werewolf. Woo!
So that was 4.
That was 4. Now you don't have to go in there, and remember, you do have your this, so you can make a ranged attack. You don't have to go in there to attack him.
Okay, range. So.
I'm putting him as close to you as possible. No, you keep it. You never lose it. You just have to spend an apple to do it.
Spend an apple.
Spend an apple.
Roll.
You roll both dice because you have your bow, so you get to roll both, and then you choose the higher of the 2. The werewolf has 3 hit points. Oh, you need to beat whatever I roll. You have to beat him up 3 times. I got a 6.
9.
Yeah. It missed. You choose the higher of the 2. It just gives you double the chance of getting a higher roll than me. I got it. That means you didn't hurt me. I don't hurt you because we're not in the same tile. So, multiple blue portals. Yeah. So there's a couple. I think there's like 4 or so. So yeah, because you could have them really anywhere. I mean, the whole thing's random, so you could end up portaling around the entire dungeon. All right. Well, guess what, Rogue? We're gonna be friends. We're gonna hug it out. So he can move 2 torchlight spaces, but he doesn't need to. So he is going to attack it. Yep. Now, before combat, remember, you can choose to use any of those things. The ogre fart.
Back to
Yeah, it would push him back here. After combat, you get to move away 2 spaces.
Do I have to say what I'm going to use now?
I found this name today and think, Cruiser, this is, I mean, he said he reached out to a couple content creators. Benefit of us being a little bit smaller channel, it's easier for us to take on things last minute. A lot of the bigger channels had things planned out for months, right? So we agreed, and we like it. I mean, we were back in the campaign anyways. So he was happy to send us a copy to play. 6.
Oh, what happens there?
Nothing. We both swung and missed. It's like, I'm going to swing at you. And you're like, I'm going to shoot you with my bow. And the bow went over and my arm fell short. Yeah. Oh, you were playing that? Okay. Discard. So back 2 spaces. 1, 2. All right. That was my turn.
That was your turn. Okay,
that was my turn.
Barbarian 1. Oh, Barbarian is so slow.
Barbarian is so slow.
But he can transportation.
You can come to this side, yeah, if you want to beat up on the werewolf or go to this. I mean, there's really no reason to go there. Yeah, so you go 1 and then you end up here. There's his 1.
And is that, once we move here or here, is that 1? Or can I just go there?
No, it'd be like this, 1. I mean, because you have to stay in the torchlight. So technically you're 1. You're just going from tile to tile, torchlight to torchlight. That's all he can do. So the rogue is going to try to shoot me. Well, are you going to spend an apple to shoot me, or are you going to go in there and hit me?
I hit you.
Right, you're going to use an apple, or are you going to come into the room?
An apple, right?
Yeah, apple's ranged.
both, right?
Yeah, you get to use both. Oh, that's not good.
I choose 6.
You choose, are you sure? You should choose the 5. So the werewolf takes 1 wound. All right. And then you're gonna move.
And then, what did I get? Did
Huh?
I already?
No,
go
you didn't
for a
move. You were shooting at him because he was further away.
But did I already? So I have.
Nice card for the rogue. She could fire, move 2 away, then the werewolf would never catch her. Yeah, so she basically can. I don't know if you ever played World of Warcraft, but that was like one of the hunter quests, right? You had to kite the dragons through the different areas, and you basically just ran, shot. So yeah, she could basically shoot, do some damage, and start running away. Now the werewolf can actually do up to 3 spaces if there's a hero. So if there's a hero, he can lunge and actually go 3 spaces instead of his normal 2. So right now he can go 1, 2 anyways. If she couldn't, but did only 1, then he'd be able to go 1, 2, 3 and be able to attack.
I got 4.
Well, that's more than enough. Are you going to come visit him, or are you going to go?
But if I go visit him,
That's
he
only-
has 1 damage.
That's if you land on his spot, then combat initiates again. You actually technically can attack twice because you can land on him, and as soon as you do that, combat
But I did
initiates
not
again.
land on him because 4.
You're right here.
1,
1, 2.
2.
You land on him by going to him.
Oh, okay. So it's not my final. If I do that, 1, 2.
1, 2. Oh, we have to fight first.
Ah,
Fight!
4.
6.
I get-
So you take damage. You take 1 damage. Alright. Would you like me to stick it that way? That way? That. It's a 4-way
But it
tile.
could be here.
No, you have to do it the way you're going. All right, we have to slide. We have to slide now.
Oh, that's right.
Ready? You went too far to the left. Right, ready? There we go. I think we're back on the screen. No, we're barely on the screen. All right, so you're right there.
So I need to do 1.
1. Do you want the coin, or do you want to take 2 treasures? Now, don't forget, you actually get 5 when you get your extra in. Now, you can stop. You don't have to always take the extra movement. You could always just stop.
Prevent combat with a mummy or werewolf.
Well, that's nice.
Heal 1 wound before combat.
That's nice. Well, and you can heal too because you got 1 apple. That was 3. So you have 4 or 5. You have 2 more.
I'm going to roll up.
4. Yep. Bad guy!
But
Dragon! They can't even see the dragon. You got him underneath us. And you have to go in. So you go into the dragon. So the dragon tile allows you to get gold. So you basically can take the treasure. But if you take the treasure, then the dragon attacks, basically. Where's it? Where's the dragon? Oh, I'm not with the bad guys. I'm with the good guys. Monsters, sure. The dragon. So here you go. When a hero places and enters the dragon tile, they may take a coin token or draw a treasure card. If they do so, they must endure 1 immediately roll from the dragon. If they do not, the treasure remains unclaimed and to be claimed by another player. So it's your choice if you want to take a attack. I mean, you take an undefended attack, basically, for taking his treasure. He gets mad. He hits you.
I want the treasure.
Alright. You want treasure or you want the coin? The coin. Because the coin allows you to change the dragon's roll. The dragon rolls 2 dice. You got a 5 and a 5. He takes the higher roll, so really that's not going to help you. It'd be like if I got a 5 and a 2, you can make me re-roll the 5. So 5, you have to try to defend that. You still get to defend.
How?
With your red dice. Oh, I took your dice. I stole your attack dice. You don't have to slide it, but you can show the dragon tile. Yeah, so the dragon tile just has the dragon at the top, hoarding his gold, a la Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, you know. Oh, there he is.
I have a 4 and 1. I choose 4.
You choose 4. That's still less. So you still take 1 damage. You take another blood drop. I mean, it could have been worse. The dragon could really smack you hard. All right, so that was your 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, put you in there. All right. So my turn. So I move the werewolf. Oh, and here's the other thing. The dragon actually gets to move. So he can move up to 2 torchlight spaces. So he's going to move 1, and he's going to attack you. 4 and a 4. I think I'm going to take the 4.
I take the
4. Okay, so that means that neither one of us take damage. And then he gets to go 1, 2. Oh, he can't do that. Because only two can be in a single tile, so he can't even come to you. He's going to go head after the barbarian, I guess. So that is all my movement. Technically, I could roll the dice. Let me do that. So instead of using his roll, one of the characters I can roll the dice instead, which didn't help me because I rolled a 2. Because I could go further if I wanted to, but it doesn't stack with his lunge. So even if I got like a, let's hear, what would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say I got a 5, I still wouldn't be able to lunge to you to attack you. So it doesn't stack, unfortunately. Purdy.
6.
Is that a Jasper table? Yeah, this is a Jasper table. We like our Jasper table. We do want to find, I don't know how much we like this. We keep saying we like and we don't like, but when we slide things around, it does get caught on this stuff here. So we're thinking if Jasper, they come out with the neoprene mats in different colors. Right now, the only color I think they have is blue or red. We don't know how well that would be on camera.
6 for barbarian, finally.
Oh, by the way, the dragon's got infinite life, so there's really no reason to try to hit him. The dragon doesn't die. He just chases you guys around for the rest of the game.
So should I just try to come back
You
to the
have to find the key. You haven't found the key
I'm
yet.
So I can do
You didn't realize how black and
1,
speckly it was.
2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
it is. It doesn't. The camera's making it look more than it is. It's actually not that bad. If you go out to our Instagram, you can kind of see.
Oh my god, I can be trapped.
It's possible, and then you have to come back. So you have to go. How much? What was that?
4, 5, 6.
Are you taking the apple or are you leaving the apple? Are you taking the apple or are you leaving the apple? Take the apple. Alright? The road needs to run. 6 again, alright. So 1 gets you out.
Ay.
Down.
I guess down.
2. Where do you want it? That way? 3. You want the apple or are you going to leave the apple? You might want it to heal.
I want the apple.
Okay. The apple? You're going to use it to heal or are you going to try to go a little bit further? Okay. So heal 1. Put the apple back. I'll take the blood. There we go. Alright. So that was, what was that? 1, 2, 3. Which way are you going? Left or right?
I guess right because I don't know what I get.
Oh, left? Or my right? Yeah, my right.
Right.
Right. That was, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But I could also do.
You could come through there. Yeah, maybe.
Let's do this.
Alright, we'll go that way instead. 5. No, that's 4. Key!
Key, but
That's the key.
trapped.
No, it's fine. That's the key.
So then I can just go run.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get the key. 6. You need to make it back to the exit before I kill both of you, which is more likely than that. Because you don't have to reveal any more tiles. Therefore, I have no more bad guys. Wow, that's not good.
But we are very, like, close to each other.
We need to take the dungeon off the camera view even more. Oh, because you were going this direction. You said take the dungeon off the camera more. Alright, so that's... Oh, and then she gets 1 extra, right? 7.
Okay.
No, yeah, she has 7. And then he has... Yeah, well, because of her boots. Her boots of greatness. Alright, so the barbarian needs to turn tail as well. Now, here's the thing. To escape, we're not playing all or nothing. But technically, we are playing all or nothing because you're controlling both characters. So you have to get both people over there to win. So the question, I mean, so the game says that in the game it says that you're trying to find your equipment and escape, but in the rules it says you don't have to find your equipment. So we're not making that could be a variant. I mean, I guess it's a variant.
He doesn't have a key yet.
Yeah, then he would just need. There's only 1 key, so he would need to get in here, and then when you unlock the door, both of you can leave. If you unlock the door, then you have to pass and keep passing until he gets all the way over.
So he has to go first. Because he has
no, either one can be in here and just wait for the other. That's why there's 3 lights.
So it doesn't matter who has the key?
He gets there, he just keeps passing his turn until the rogue gets there. The rogue gets there, he keeps passing his turn until... You just keep passing until the other one gets there. Funny thing about how the barbarian knows the rogue got the key. The barbarian just hears, got it, echoing through the cave. Yes, that is how he knows.
So, do we go? No? No, you.
It's my turn, right? The rogue just went. My turn.
Yeah.
So, I'm not doing the spells yet because I still have guys to attack. But he does 2, 1, 2. So he is blocking your path. And then he can go 1, 2, and he can lunge for 3. So attacks the barbarian. Oh, 2.
2?
Oh, 2. It wasn't much better. All right, so neither one of us got it. All right, so the barbarian's turn. So the barbarian, is he going to try to attack this, or is he going to just go make a run for it and go through the portals? Now, I can go through the portals too. The difference is I can also go through this green portal, which kind of sucks that they're all right next to each other.
But it would be good, I would say,
yes.
A lot if I go.
Yeah, you would save distance going like that. Mm-hmm.
Oh well, but no, it doesn't work.
Do you want to attack before you leave?
I was not going to.
Well, now I have no wounds, and I'm going to be able to attack you on the next turn.
I wanted to go here.
Well, a one is not going to get you there.
I know.
Did you have a? Oh yeah, the minus roll plus roll.
Yeah.
So you should have attacked because you had that. You should have attacked because that would have given you extra to your roll, which is almost a guarantee. All right, rogue's turn. 2.
And the dragon here?
I mean, unless you want to go up and around, which means you got to find more tiles.
No.
Dragon again. All right. I have a 5. You have a 5. Dang it! Dang it! That was 2 though. That was all you got to move. Oh no, but you get 3 because you get your bonus.
Right.
It really doesn't help because I'm still going to be able to get you in the next turn. All right, my turn. You don't have anything to.
After combat, move to torchlights.
You're supposed to use them before combat. I will let you use it now. That's fine. That's fine.
No.
Yes, I'll let you use it now.
No.
The barbarian continues on. I know, that's been the irony of this entire game. The barbarian keeps getting like 1s, 2s, 4s, and the rogue keeps getting like 5s, 6s. And the rolls, the same with the combat rolls. It's like barbarian should be like smash.
Yeah.
And he's like, pink. Alright, so there we go again. Now you can use your items because this is before combat. Before you roll, you can use your items. So what's this do? Oh, that heals 1 wound before combat.
Prevent combat with a mummy or werewolf.
Oh, well, you don't have a mummy or werewolf. That's the werewolf. All right, ready? Roll. I got a 3. Aish. I take damage to my infinite damage pool. Yeah, that dragon's annoying. You don't want to find that tile.
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Yay, 5.
Alright. 1. You taking the portal?
Yeah.
2. 3. Nope, not that way. That way. 4. 5. 5. Nope.
1.
No, that was no. 1 was 1 to get into the tile. 2 was to get into
2.
that tile. 3, 4, 5. All right, Rogue's turn. 3. You're underneath of the dragon.
So
1, 2. Take the portal. 3, and remember she gets 1 extra. 4. All right, my turn. Why did you have to get my guy way up here? 1, 2. He can't take the portal because he doesn't have a 3rd. 1, 2. Yeah, that's it. You didn't find enough of the bad guys. That's the problem.
1.
1. Good old barbarian with his 1. The mighty 1.
3.
That's much better. But she gets her extra. Extras. She likes the extras. Because of her boots. Maybe move the item, the equipment card up here so it's different. Now that'd be nice if they did that too. Put like a spot. Again, everything's prototype, so it's possible, you know, if we give suggestions on there, but like actually show a spot where you put the card, you know, like that. So then you know that's your, because you're only allowed to have 1 equipment. It'd be nice if it showed, oh, here's your 1 equipment spot. Boom, right there. All right. My turn. Yeah. All right. So 1, 2, 1, 2. No, and you're not close enough for me to do my lunge. Oh, but I keep forgetting I could actually do my dice. So with the dragon, I should have rolled the dice. So it'd actually be 4 with the dragon. That was 2, 3, 4. I keep forgetting. Instead of using their base roll, I can actually use the dice. Which could hurt you, it could help you or hurt you because you could roll lower than what their base movement is, or you could roll higher. Most of them I think are just 2 though. 2, 2, 2. He can be 3, 1. Could help the mummy a lot. Vampire Lord's 2, 2. So all of them are 2. So I should be rolling that dice more often. Also, that's one thing that I was not sure about. It says move. Barbarian trailing behind to protect the road. Oh yeah, very smart strategy. Because he's got more hit points and he hasn't taken any damage. That was one thing I wasn't sure about either, because with the Sorcerer, it says that I'm supposed to do all, to manipulate the game in several ways. But it doesn't say, it says once per turn the Sorcerer may publicly select 1 active monster and roll 1 movement die for that monster. Right? On the turn, the Sorcerer resolves movement and or combat for every active monster in the order they choose. And it says once per turn you may choose to roll to make that monster go further. But then it talks about like the placing tiles and casting a spell. It says in place of moving 1 monster, or if no monster. Okay, so I could always do these. So instead of moving a monster, I could still do these in place of it. So at any time, earlier I had to do it because that's all I had. But like if a monster's just chilling out over here and all your guys are way over there, I'm just gonna leave him there and do other stuff. Okay.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's Barbarian's turn.
Oh, Barbarian, come on.
Given they have such low movement.
6.
Hey, we got some kind of notification. Hopefully that's not the battery mode. Shouldn't be.
Okay, so now I wait here.
40%. It must have been Disney, either Disney Arena or Marvel Strike Force is telling me that I've got free gifts.
I wait here.
He just chilled.
Because he doesn't have it.
How did he get through the wall? Oh, you had a 6? Where was he? Here? 1.
He was
here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you did it.
Well,
you went through the wall.
I didn't do that. I did. Oh! There is a wall.
There is a wall.
Sorry.
But you had enough. You had enough. It's fine.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have enough. 6. He's going to block the door. How's the rogue going to unlock it? Oh, because 2 people can be in the same spot.
There's nothing I do.
Oh, don't roll another 6. Don't roll another 6. Don't roll another 6. Oh, you owe her 5.
It's 2.
The free craze if you read me once per turn, you can choose to roll the die instead. So that means you can choose to roll the dice for one enemy on your turn. Yeah, so yeah, I can roll it for one of my enemies, or I can do one of the other things that are available. So 1. She moved 1. Plus her extra 1.
2.
Dang it, you're still too far away from me. Alright, I guess I'm going to do the dragon again. I'm going to do the dice for the dragon. Come on, I need, what do I need? 1, 2, 3, I need 4. That is not a 4. That's no better than what you can already do. That werewolf's not going to catch you, so I'm going to do a spell. Polymorph. Choose any 2 active monsters. These monsters immediately swap spaces. The dragon cannot be swapped. Okay, well, then that didn't help me or hurt me.
So I need 1, 2, 3.
Well, the barbarian, you pass for the barbarian, right? Because he's just waiting there. Yep, so just the rogue. So you need 3 to win the game. And that is it.
1, 2, 3, open.
Yeah, I couldn't have all my... Yeah, if everybody got a move based on the dice, that would be a little bit OP. So that was it. I don't know where the rest of my bag... Where were the rest of my monsters? Like, I hired all these monsters and they decided to take the day off. Well, there's my vampire. Would have gotten next. There's my witch.
They are all at the bottom.
There's my Blades of Doom.
Oh.
Although, I don't know, the Blades of Doom, I think you take damage. I didn't actually look up the Blades of Doom. I just imagined since they're Blades of Doom, you're going to take damage. Cursed Treasure. No, that's not it. Bella, thank you, sweetie. Blades of Doom. Blades of Doom. Blades of Doom. I guess they're cosmetic because it doesn't talk about the Blades of Doom. I guess they're cosmetic. Alright, let's see what else we got. Un Apple. Un Crossroads. There's the Mummy. Another thing with... See, yeah, it doesn't explain the trap tiles. Oh, no, it did. It says trap tile. Those are called trap tiles. Okay. I was thinking they would call out specifically, but because they're all considered trap tiles, I think it's the same thing. You end up engaging in combat. Yeah, trap tile. See, when trap tile is revealed, the hero who places it immediately loses 1 step in their movement. When exiting the tile, the player again loses 1 step of movement. For the remainder of the game, all other players must follow these rules when entering and exiting the tile. So basically, monsters aren't affected by traps. You're affected by traps. So you would lose movement going in, movement going out.
So you mean this
no.
thing or...
There's another trap. That's acid pool. There's my last one. Okay. There's your sword was last. You would have never gotten to your sword. And there's another treasure. And there's the vampire lord. So that's all of them. There we go, guys. That is Flee the Dungeon. What'd you think?
I like it.
You like it better than Minions of Mordok? She likes it better than Minions of Mordok. But we do have to a caveat with Minions of Mordok. We played it, but she played it single-handed. I tried to play it double-handed. So it was kind of cumbersome. But I do feel like this is a lighter, more easily accessible version. There are some things that like we did see, like with the monsters, right? And the spells. Like if the monsters don't get called, you had free reign of this dungeon, right? It wasn't like, I know some games do this where it says stack 3, put a monster, stack 3, put, that way you have a guarantee,
that would
right? Like monster coming through. Because I felt like until you had monsters, you just had, you had free run of the entire dungeon to do whatever you wanted. And that meant that I never had enough time to do enough damage to you, right? Like I did a little bit, you were able to heal it off, you found enough apples.
What was this?
Oh, that was the other mimic. Yeah, that was the other mimic. So there we go. But I do like it. We love the art. I would like the art to be maybe featured a little bit more. I don't think there really is a way outside of if these are to be colored instead of black and white. And then the wizard, so the wizard's over here. So there's the wizard. Hey, David, how you doing, man? Welcome back. Miss you guys.
Hi.
Welcome back. Celebrates 8 months of membership, David does. He was one of our first backers. So there we go. So same thing with the wizard's cards. the spell cards. Instead of combat, the wizard can do spells instead of, I guess, rolling a dice. Choose an adjacent tile. All monsters located in that tile immediately suffer 1 wound. So this might have made it a little bit different too, because then obviously we would have been able to cast spells on the monsters to add a little bit of variety there. That's about it. Anything else?
No.
No?
But with the coins, so what is what I would have
The
been able
coins,
to do? To buy these treasures is what
I like it, this one a lot. The coins can either, well, you can only go to the shopkeeper once, which you did. So that was it. The coins, so all the things that the coins can do, right? You can spend 1 coin to re-roll. You can either, 1, re-roll any movement or combat dice. So you can use a coin. So Barbarian could have been using this coin to re-roll his movement dice. I forgot movement. I thought it was just combat. Or you can force the dragon to re-roll one of the dice. So like if I got a 6 and a 5, right?
But I always get just 1 coin?
Well, that's your choice when you go to the treasure, was either take a coin or
yes, but could I have more
treasure.
than 1? Yeah,
oh, and you should have been, we did mess that up. So, rule clarification. She should have only been drawing a treasure card. So just a point for the rules. They probably want to maybe change how that is. Maybe make them bullet points instead. I mean, I guess this is standard in rule books. I was thinking it said 2, and I was thinking 2 treasure cards. She should have only been drawing 1. I mean, she didn't use many, so it wasn't like it made her too overpowered. But yeah, that was a miss on us. I told you at the beginning of the video, we're guaranteed to make rules mistakes. But we really did like it. It is a fun, quick game. Something light, something easy to get to the table. It does play in about an hour. Right now, we're just at an hour. And that was with us stopping and explaining things. Because it goes real quick. You roll dice, you move. You roll, until the monsters come out and you do some additional movement there. But again, if you would like to support this Kickstarter campaign, buy a new publisher. The link is down in the YouTube comments. Or not comments. YouTube detail thingy. Description. That's what it is. You can, of course, click on that. Go ahead and pledge your heart out. The campaign has almost, I think it was a 30-day campaign. I think we're about a week and a half into it. So it's got a little bit. It is going to be a little bit slower campaign. But don't let that turn you off. I've seen campaigns that just, trickle in money here and there. And sometimes they'll get a big backer who really likes the game. And they'll drop a little bit of money just because they want to support these small indie publishers. Like Crackalope says, right? That is who we should be supporting, are those indie publishers who are trying to get their game out there, right? And usually they're pretty good games like this one. That's it, guys. We appreciate everybody for coming out. If you want to see more of this content, as always, hit that like, subscribe, bell notification, all that YouTube stuff. Until next time, guys.
Adios.
Peace.